Good morning, everyone. It's Erica here from Me To You Paper Crafts, coming to you with another crafting video. And today I am playing with the stamp set called Home and Garden. It's this one here. This is in our mini catalog, which is running till the end of the month. And so you will have a chance to still purchase this. This is bundled with a fantastic set of fun dies, and with Father's Day coming up, and I have a lot of, masculine birthday cards, and I have a lot of male friends and family who love to garden, who are just general fixer-uppers. So this is a perfect stamp set for that. There's some really great greetings in here. There's a perfect Father's Day one. Thanks for helping me grow. Birthday wishes, happy Father's Day, and to the man who can do anything. And so this is a great gift. Even this would be a great anniversary card. I could give this to my husband, make a card for him, because he is the man who can fix pretty well anything. And he's always out in the garden. So I think this would be a great anniversary card too. I've decided to pair it with some designer series paper, which I want to show you. This is also available, and I checked on the website, and both of these items are still available to purchase. The stamp bundle is going to be retiring, and so is the paper, but it is still available if you wanted to pick it up. If you have masculine cards to make, this is a great set. It's even good for women. I mean, women garden. We all garden. I don't like climbing on ladders, though. I'll have to tell you that. So I'm going to flip the camera down and show you my work surface so that you can see what I'm doing. And I can even show you the set in the catalog. So let me do that. So first of all, I want to say welcome to Carol is here. And my goodness, my daughter is watching. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? And let's see. I just need to refresh my page here so I can see who else is here. I can only see a couple of comments on my phone. So let me pull up my page. Here I am. Who else is joining us this morning? Oh, good morning. Sharon is here. Yeah, so that's, and Lori is here. Good morning, Lori. All right, so we've got some few people joining, and anybody else who knows about me can watch the replay. All right, let's get started. Let's switch my camera around. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm actually meeting, oh, and Barbara's just joined. Hi, Barbara. I'm going to be meeting a friend to go for a walk around Swan Lake after I'm finished this live, because it's a beautiful sunny day. Okay, here's my desktop now. Okay, and I wanted to plug in my other phone here because it's dying. That's all I seem to do with all my gadgets, is plug them in because they're dying. All right, so first off, this is the stamp set bundle that I'm talking about. So it's got some, really great tools, gardening tools, and yes, it is retiring. And this shows you a sample of a few cards that have been made. This is actually the cover of a box that somebody's put together. And I love this kind of a tool shed idea, and there's lots of other ideas on Pinterest as well. And here it shows you that you can, if you wanted to make the shovel, the clippers, and the spade like a metal color, you could die cut this twice, once in whatever color you want the handle to be, for example, and then once in silver foil. Okay, so they're showing you here how they've cut it in silver foil so that you can glue that on top, and so you can have like a two-toned thing there. Okay, so that's what you can do. I'm not going to go into that much detail today just because of time restraints, but we are going to cut out some stuff. Okay, so yeah, so I'm pairing this up with this Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper. Now this is a bundle also. The bundle is, it's called Bloom. I think it's called Blooms Where You Grow. Let me just go back to my other page here. Yeah, it's called Bloom Where You're Planted. There's a whole suite of products. So there is a stamp set with a set of dies as well. And then there's this paper. I didn't buy the stamp set. I don't know why. I usually buy the whole bundle. But I liked the paper mostly for the back side of the papers. So the front side is these plants that cut out with the dies. And there's lots of foliage pieces. I think these cut out with some dies. A lot of our papers cut out with their die. Look at this. This is just a beautiful background print, tropical. And then these pots, you can either hand cut those or I think there's dies to cut those out. I might have to get the set. I don't know why I didn't buy it in the beginning. Then there's this, which is a great piece. Even a card with these hanging from the top is nice. But I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for the reverse side because they're all these neutral sort of patterns. So this kind of could be like pavement or stucco wall. Then you've just got this generic pattern here. But look at this. Okay, this is why I bought it. Anything with bricks on it. And so you know that my favorite embossing folder is this brick and mortar. Okay, this is my favorite, and I was tickled pink when I saw that it's carrying over again because it's my absolute favorite. So again, you've got this. You could even cut a piece of the designer series paper and then emboss on top of it to give it some added texture. Then there's some wood grain patterns in here, and check this one out. I love this. There's lots that you can do with that. So this paper is super for masculine cards, and then there's some more wood grain. Yeah, so this is the reason I bought the paper, was for the reverse patterns. So there you go. So we're going to use, I want to use a couple of these. For my design today. I want to get out, I wanted to do the wood grain and I wanted to do the brick. I'm just going to do strips of paper. I've got an idea in my head. Okay, so those are the papers. So like I said, these are both retiring. All of this is retiring. So if you like it, then you might want to pick it up before it's gone. All right, so I've got the stamp set pieces cut out here, or on my blocks, and I need to grab some paper so that I can stamp some things and then cut them out. So kind of the fun thing about this is that you can stamp it and then cut it. You can stamp the images, you could then color them and then cut them out. Oh, I didn't bring my blends over. Maybe we'll just use my watercolor pencils today because they're right here. I think they're right here. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Where are my watercolor pencils? They're not here, so I have to go get them. Hang on just a sec, ladies. Okay, so I can't find my watercolor pencils, so I brought out some blends. All right, so let's set this aside. Now, these are red rubber, so we don't need any kind of soft surface to do anything on. So what I want to do is, I guess I'm going to just do these mostly in black, and then we're going to do a bit of coloring. Excuse me. Ooh, I went close to the edge on that one. Hopefully that will still cut out, and I caught an edge, but that's okay. We're cutting that out. I think the ladder's too big for that, but I might want to do some of these little, look at these cute little gardening gloves. These little leather gloves are cute. Okay, so let's pull up my comments again. Hi, Carolyn. Have a great trip and enjoy the day. It's a great day to travel, I think. Okay, so let's do a bit of coloring. I'm going to do these gloves in gray granite. So I like to start with the light color first. And then I will go to the dark. So what kind of Easter plans does everybody have? Not much coloring required for this rake. I might add a bit of red to my card, so I'm going to add just a bit of shading with the darker color on one side of the rake. Okay, and I think we'll do red on this shovel as well. Oops, I went over the lines a little bit there. Hopefully that will cut out nicely. So there's the lighter color. And then the metal part I'll do in, let's see, I think I brought, yes, gray. These pieces are kind of fun to color. So bring in the darker color and then just kind of go over the lines that the image provides you, that kind of tells you where you need to do some shading. And we'll do some shading on the gloves too. Shading just helps to add dimension, make it look a little bit more realistic. And we'll do this little handle red up here. Okay. Now I also want to do the ladder. So I need another piece of paper for that. Let's see, is that long enough? Yeah, perfect. So let's do the ladder. Wow, 2 Easter dinners in one weekend. That's fantastic. And what do you typically cook for an Easter dinner? Is it turkey or ham or something West Coast? Okay, I brought out crumb cake for the ladder. Last night, my husband and I went over to Broadmead Village, and we went to a place called the Niche Grocery and Restaurant because we got a gift certificate from some good friends of ours to this place, and we'd never been there before. So you can eat there as a restaurant. I think they have lunches and dinners, but they also have like a little grocery store inside, and their claim to fame is they have these dinners made up, like it's a full dinner with your, meat and your vegetables and starch of some kind, and they are in their freezer section, and then you just heat them up or you cook them in the oven. So we picked 2 different meals. One had chicken in it and the other had ham. And, oh boy, it looks like I need some new markers. These are drying out now. I've used them a lot. And I saw that they had a seafood chowder there, so we decided to pick that up and try it out. So we had that kind of as our appetizer. And then they had bread that they get from local bakeries. So we bought a loaf of sourdough bread. Anyway, it was just a delicious dinner, simple, fast, and it was really, and the seafood chowder was absolutely delicious. It's the not the Manhattan. What's the one with the cream sauce? One is a Manhattan, and the other is help me out. I can't think of it right now. Boston. So it was the Boston style, which is typically not what I make. My husband's not a fan of like cream, but this one was not really creamy at all. It was really, really good, and he enjoyed it. So I might now be able to make a white clam chowder because he liked it. Remember that cute commercial? Can't remember what food it was, but there was this cute little kid, and his older brother and friend made him try it, and they say, "Hey, Mikey likes it." Do you remember that commercial? It was so cute. Okay, there's our ladder. Simple coloring with a little bit of shading. Okay, and now I need to cut everything out. So let's move my markers out of the way. All right, so what I'm thinking for my card is I've got 2 card bases here. I wasn't sure whether to do a tent fold or a regular. Oh, this is not even my thick cardstock, so that's out. So let's do this one. Oh, that's not my thick either, but we're going to go with it. Actually, this is my thick cardstock here. It's got a few bits on it, so I'll do this as the inside, and then maybe I'll put a layer in here. Okay, so let's get out my trimmer. New England, thank you, Barbara. New England clam chowder, yes. So one thing I'm looking forward to, our trip back east, is my sister was telling me in Nova Scotia, oh my gosh, every restaurant has clam chowder on the menu or seafood chowder, and she said they're just unbelievable. So I think that's what I'll be having for lunch every day. Our seafood chowders. Okay, so we're going to fold this way just so that it goes on the inside. And I would imagine their seafood chowder in Nova Scotia will contain lobster. For sure, for sure. Lobster chowder. Okay. All right, this is going to be the inside of my card. All right, so here's the front. Okay, so what I thought I would do for this is I'm going to, I thought I would emboss the front of this card. So I'm going to throw this in my embossing folder like that. And I can't fold this over to the back because that will be way too thick. So I have to keep this out. So I'm just going to stick that in like that to get it straight, and then I'll pop this out. But I'm going to feed it in with the fold first. So I'm using that gray plate. I'm using the newer Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I'm using this number 4 plate. That's used with embossing folders. Okay, so there is my wall. And because of the way that worked out, this has to be a landscape because the wall, yeah, brick isn't laid that way, is it, ladies? I have to do it this way. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put, so I always start off, as you know, I always start off cutting my paper in 4-inch strips, and then I'll cut from there. So let's cut this at 4 inches. And then we'll cut this one. I'm just checking my orientation on the other side. So remember to do that when you're cutting. So I want to cut it this way. Excuse me. So we'll do another 4-inch piece. Okay. Whoops, I'm not done with my trimmer. All right, so this width is 4 1/4, so I think I will go edge to edge. So let's cut this down to 5 1/4, which is a regular size. And then let's do this one. 5 1/4. Oh my gosh, I just love these papers. And then, I don't know, let's do a 1 inch. And then we'll do another, maybe a 3/4 of an inch. Like that. Now, as I was looking at this, I might even, oh boy, I should have bought the set now, guys. I'm going to have to fussy cut these. I'm pretty sure there's dies that cut these out, but I thought I could even add a little plant at the bottom because there's another sheet with pots on it, so I might have to do some fussy cutting. Oh dear. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. So I'm going to put these, layer these on like this. Then let's pull out the dies. So I need the ladder. I need the gloves. Yeah, so if you look at the dies, they've even separated the spade, all the metal bits that you could cut with, but I've colored mine in, so we're not gonna be doing that. But yeah, you could run these two pieces and the scissors. See, you've got the scissors, the spade, and the trowel. That's the name of that, the trowel. You could run those through your silver foil. And there's even bits of grass. That's kind of fun. 2 bits of grass. And this can be used like to hang your, you can hang your tools from here. And then these are little hooks. You cut these out. You could do these also in your foil. And then they're used to hang your utensils on, or your tools. Okay, so I'm doing this shovel too. And I need the rake. Let's do the rake. And I don't know, those are like little, maybe little stones or pebbles. There's no stamp, coordinating stamp. So they must, maybe they just put texture in the card. I'm not sure. I haven't played with this before, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of not doing like a tool shed design. You could make it like the wall of the tool shed with everything hanging up. Okay, and then what I thought I would do is, so I'm going to cut these out. Now, if I'm lucky, I'm going to cut as many out at one time as I can. So when you're stamping, you can stamp the far enough apart that the dies will fit. And then you're going to stick on I've got some tape here. So then you can put the dies on and tape them down, and then do them all at once. So here are the gloves. Oh, I just love how all these pieces cut out. When I think back to my early days of crafting, we didn't have dies back then. We might have had a few punches, but that was it. And when I think back to those times, it feels like it must have been pretty boring card making. Now we have so many options, cutting out and textures, and oh my gosh. Okay, those all cut out nicely all at once. Then I'm going to do the ladder. I think that's pretty well used up. Okay, so there's the little gloves. There's the shovel, or the spade. No, what's that called? Trowel? No. Getting all my tool names mixed up. And there's the rake. Okay, and let's do the ladder. Now the ladder can also be cut out. You could stamp the ladder onto the wood grain paper and then cut it out so that you don't have to do the coloring. But you want to stamp the image on there. Okay. Here's the ladder. It's always exciting when you first cut things out. Okay, and all those little pieces come out. Look at that. Now, what's really interesting about these is as they were cut out, you won't maybe see this on camera, but it's given you some embossing. So now they almost look like little bricks. So you could cut these out from the ladder, and then you could do, it's a persnickety work, but it would be fun if you cut these out of, let's say, gray or brown, and you could create your own little brick pathway. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. So you'd be using all of these pieces from the ladder. That's kind of a cool idea that I just thought of. All right, so let's put these dies on my magnetic tray, which I love, 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 so I don't lose those. And let's pull in our card and see what we're going to do now. So another thing I wanted to do here is, oh my gosh, I got to show you these guys. I've been making Easter treats for people that pick up catalogs from me, for my customers. And I've been adding to some of them these little bunnies I made. Look how cute those are. What do you think of those little bunnies? And I will tell you how I made them. Okay, now what I wanted to do is I wanted to use, these are brand new, coming out in our new annual catalog. They're called the Stylish Shapes Dies. You want to make a note of these, and if you like what you see, order them right away. I think these are going to be extremely popular. They're stitched circles and squares and some great greeting flags. Now, years ago, we had circles, ovals, and squares. I don't think they were double stitched like this, but they were very popular, and now they're retired. So if you didn't get them, you didn't get them. But they've brought, I think by popular demand, they've brought them out kind of in a different format. So these, I think, are going to be extremely popular. So I wanted to use this on the card, and I'm going to try and pair them up with our circles collection, because I thought I would put on, what if I could do the biggest one? I thought I would layer this. I just want to see if this is going to layer in there. I'd have to try it out. I'm not sure. So what I thought I would do is cut this out of, I brought in some cardstock here. So I'm going to cut this out. And then I'm going to try and see what happens with this one. Oh, I don't know if I have any more cardstock. Yes, I do. I'm going to cut this out of the white. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it just shows a tiny itty bitty little bit, just enough on the white. See that? Yeah, that just about works. This is the biggest scallop. See, and if I come down one, it would be smaller. Let's just cut this one out and see. So what I'm attempting to do is to combine the stitch circles with the scallop circles. Now, I don't think they designed them with that purpose so that you could layer them. So I'm not sure. So I need your help here. Should I don't know if I like that one or just try and make this fit. I could even just do an overlap like that. But maybe I can just center this. Yeah, so I'm going to use Tombow so that I can move it around. I'm just going to get my head right over it. There we go. Good morning, Gina. Happy Easter to you too. And Sue has said good morning and happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter. And Donna's just joined us. Good morning. All right, so see, it just fits, and you can see it on the white background there. So I'm going to be adding these two strips on here like this, and then I'm going to add this, and then I thought I would add my tools on here. I could even do them like that, and let's see, do the ladder, and I don't care that they overlap. Makes it just a bit eclectic, like that. And then I thought I would do the gloves lying down in the corner like that. Okay, and then I thought I would do the greeting. So the greeting I really liked was this, to the man who can do anything. So let me just grab a strip of paper and pull out my ink. Actually, what I could do, let me just see if it will fit. There's this die here as part of that stitch set, but I think this is too long. I'm just going to do it on here, but because I think it's too long. The greeting's too long. Oh, excuse me. There we go. And I think the greeting is, oh, it fits. Aha, okay. So now we have to stamp it on a different piece. Oh my goodness. I really like stamping greetings and then being able to cut them out, because then I'm guaranteed that they're going to be straight. So we'll cut this with this, and when I do my little tape flags here, I'm stretching over to the machine to get one. Okay, let's cut that out. That flag's pretty well done. Okay, look at that. Very cool stitching around the flag. Let's close this up. Okay, I think we're ready to assemble. I'm going to put that right across the middle, and I might add a bit of linen thread. All right, so we want to glue this stuff on first. Often I like my strips to be wider and then I can just trim them. So I might do this one first, and I'm just going to use my Tombow glue. Whoops. Just glue all over my table. It's getting messy this morning. And let's pull this back a bit from the edge maybe. Okay, I'm going to grab my, oh my goodness, if you could only see my desk. Where are my paper snips? There is stuff everywhere. Let's put that away. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I'm going to snip this off. So this way, when you put the paper on that's longer and you snip it off, you're guaranteed the right perfect length. Because it's horrible when you cut it and then it's a bit short. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with this strip now. I think I'll just overlap it a little bit. Let's close up these dies and make some room on my table. Okay, let's trim this now. Okay. Now another fun thing to do, I'm just going to show you for the inside. Oh, this won't work because it's this way, but the wood grain piece would work. Okay. You know, I could even, no, that's too dark, I think. Let's see, where's that other piece that I cut? Here it is, the wood grain. So another idea is, for the inside, if you're looking for new ideas, I want to cover up because this has got some mucky stuff on it. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. So what you can do is create a layer with the wood grain, for example, and then put a smaller piece inside. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 5. It's already 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, and then what I would do is cut a smaller piece to go on the inside. So this will be the inside layer. Okay, and then you would cut another smaller piece to go on the inside. Okay, so I'll do that later, but there's just an idea for you. Okay, let's assemble this part. So this I'm going to just glue flat. So let's put some glue on here. I don't know if I should overlap it or stick it in the center. I kind of like it overlapped a little bit. Things don't always have to be centered. Okay, and the greeting is definitely going to go onto some dimensionals. So let's get those out. And my take your pick tool. I think I need another coffee. Do I have any coffee left? I'm going to just take a sip. Ew, that's totally cold. It's like an iced coffee. I like iced coffee, but not cold coffee, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's see how I'm going to do these now. I kind of like them overlapped. Just random. Yeah, let them fall where they may. You love this card? Thank you. Yeah, it's a great card. Excuse me, for any of your gardening friends. Now, another thing I often do is I could glue down the handle, and then you can put a little dimensional on the bottom just to lift the bottom up. I often do that just to add some dimension. That's where these smaller dimensionals come in really handy. So I've got 2 dimensionals on the bottom. I'm out of camera, aren't I? Let me move up a bit. Gosh, I think there's glue on my table here. Okay, yeah, there's glue. I'll have to give it a good clean. And then I'll put a bit of glue on here. And then do that sort of thing. So it's lifted up a little bit on the bottom. Okay, and I'll probably do the same with the spade. You know, I'm going to trim this a little bit here. So let's put dimensionals on the bottom of the spade. And then some glue. And we'll turn this upside down this time. And then I think the gloves would be cute on dimensionals as well. And again, as I'm always saying, is that once you have a stamp set and dies out, you might as well stamp a whole bunch of these tools and have them ready for your next card. Okay, now I want to put this on. Oh, it looks like my black needs re-inking. It's kind of pale, and I'm going to do this right here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, where is my... I brought out, here it is. I brought out my linen thread, and I thought I would do... Maybe I'll make a double bow. And I need my glue dots. I think I'll put the bow right on the top of the ladder, as if it's a Father's Day gift. Oh my goodness, Erica, you're full of ideas this morning. Happy Father's Day. Here's some new tools. Now get working. Oh my gosh. There you go, ladies. What do you think? Very talented. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, Jacqueline. Hello. Nice of you to pop in and have a look at what I'm up to. So there you go, ladies. There is your card. Now, does anybody want to know how I made these adorable little bunnies? Okay, we have two punches. We have the Ladybug Punch, okay, which is carrying over into the new annual catalog. And then we have a strawberry punch. Now, both of them are called builder punches because it punches out several elements to form something. So the ladybug is the body and the wings. So these are the wings, which I then trim down to make a little bit more narrow. And this is the strawberry from the strawberry builder punch. And this punch is retiring. But you turn it, so this is your strawberry, and it makes an absolutely adorable animal face. So you could use this for any number of animals. Okay, and then I just used my Stampin' Blends and made that little face. Isn't it cute? And these are retired. These are old. We don't have these anymore, but aren't they sweet? Just a little something on the top of its head. Yeah, and then I made a masculine one, and I added a little bow tie on it. So cute. All right, thank you once again for joining me this Saturday morning. I hope you got some ideas or tips and tricks as I craft. And I will be back on Monday is a holiday, but I think I'll carry on. I have no plans for Monday, so I think I'll come on with Moho Monday. And I think we might be ready for another card sketch or maybe a little box or something. So happy Easter. Everybody enjoy your food, enjoy your family. Enjoy your chocolate, of course. Bye for now.